If you don't have enough time to do everything that you're supposed to do, that you have on your plate right now, you're doing some things you don't need to do. Time was created to be a blessing. Everybody chill out, go. Relax. The pressure's off you. You don't have to be everything to everyone. Take another deep breath and let it out. Especially your mom. There's just something about you moms. It's like it's built into you to take care of everyone. Newsflash, you were not designed to be a caretaker. You were designed to be a carecaster. I know you want to, and it's a good thing. Because if you didn't, us boys ain't going to do it. It's got to get done, right? But you were not designed to take on the load of the world. You're designed to be a carecaster, not a caretaker. And so maybe the most important thing we're going to do this morning, maybe I should start with that. Sometimes I like to start with the end so that you know where we're going. And where we're going is to your healthy, productive, and wealthy future. How many want to go there with me? Yes. Well, if we agree, and you two agree to touching anything God asks, it'll come to pass. But then we can't give up. We can't lose our focus. We're going to talk about focus today. To me, that's what boot camps are about. Let's focus on the goal. Let's focus on where we're going. Let's find out how to do it. Let's find out how not to do it. Sometimes that can be as valuable. There are things that work and there are things that don't work. I don't recommend you try to reinvent the wheel. I mean, we're always trying new ideas and testing them, but the cream rises to the top, and we have figured out, for the most part, what works and what doesn't. And it's very simple in this business, in this company. He that wraps the most people wins. Wrap the mat. Everybody say wrap the mat. Wrap the mat. So don't try to make it too complicated. It's fairly simple. My part in this, I see as helping you and partnering with you, because you are not only in business for yourself, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You've got partners. You've got marketing partners like Pam. You've got health consultant partners like me. And we need to use each other's strength. And don't try to do our part. We can't possibly do yours. Your part is to share this information that you're going to be given. So what I want to do is keep it simple for you and take what can seem like a complicated problem, in many cases, your health issues, but there are really very simple solutions. And I think in our disease care system that I've been educated in, I'm an MD, and I'm not against MDs, I'm not against pharmaceuticals. Please don't quit taking your pharmaceutical medications because you heard me speak this morning. But I do recommend you go to your doctor and say, "Doctor, what are the natural alternatives to this poison with a desirable side effect that you have prescribed for me?" Because that's what pharmaceuticals are. They really are, and no doctor can argue with that. And a very good question to ask yourself, if you're taking things every day, medications, over-the-counter or pharmaceutical prescription medications, a very valid question, and I think an important question that you need to ask yourself is my body deficient in this? You know, is depression a Prozac deficiency? Is Prozac, is depression a Prozac deficiency? And you know, one of the side effects, major side effects of that is depression and suicidal tendencies. Have you seen some of these commercials now? Where they're saying the new drug for a tummy ache. And then at the end they say, "What, your bowel may fall out, your head may fall off, you may not be able to use your arms and legs to think clearly for the rest of your life." No thank you, I think I'll suffer through the tummy ache, right? And see, we've gotten to this point for a purpose. And if I was sitting here and I didn't know what I know now, and this is not my first rodeo, I'm a lot bolder than I used to be, because I'm 55 years old, and I've been out of medical school a long time, and I've been doing this a long time, and it's too late for you to tell me it doesn't work. I've helped thousands of people get and stay healthy naturally. But if I were sitting here and didn't know what I've known, what I know, and haven't done what I've done in the past 25 and 30 years, I would be thinking, if it's true what this doctor is saying, every doctor would be doing this. So it can't possibly be true. Because what I'm going to share with you is going to make it sound like health is real simple. And there's no health issue that there aren't simple solutions for. And I believe that. I know it to be true with all my heart. So why aren't doctors doing what I'm going to suggest that you do? And I promise you, when we get done this morning, right here at this boot camp, I believe you will be able to better deliver health care than your doctor, who's maybe very good at delivering disease care. Now, I'm not going to teach you about disease care. How many of you don't want to be a doctor? Good. But how many would like to know how to get and stay healthy naturally and share health care with others? Healthy lifestyle, healthy eating habits, and taking care of the tissues and organs the way they should be, like feeding them well and keeping toxins out. That's what we are going to do. But I'm kind of starting at the end here, but my question would be, why aren't all doctors doing this if it's this simple? And there's a very simple answer to that. I think I'll just take the 90 seconds it takes me to explain this, because if you're an analytical thinker like me, you're thinking of these things. Don't get into analysis paralysis, by the way, because that can happen until you try to figure everything out. Especially don't try to figure this business out. Just do what your successful upline is doing and follow them, right? And you'll go to their income. And if you follow what people who don't have any income do, you're going to go to their income. How many rather go to your successful upline? Yeah. So let me tell you why what I'm teaching you is the truth, and there's a lot of deception out there, and don't blame doctors for this deception. They are victims of this system. So this is how I would answer you. Why aren't doctors all doing this? If it's true what I'm saying, and it is true what I'm saying, what I'm teaching you and empowering you to do. You got to follow the money trail. What do they say, money trail? Money trail. In 1910, a guy named John Rockefeller, anybody ever heard of the Rockefeller? He knew how to get a return on investment, which is a good idea. It's a great idea. How many know you can't be as much of a blessing to someone if you don't have as much as if you have more? You can be more of a blessing, right? I want more, not so I can consume it on myself, but yeah, I like to be blessed. I want to bless my children and my wife, but I want to help a lot of other people. And the more you have, the more you can do with and help others. It's a God idea. Give and it shall be given unto you. It's completely scriptural and right. How many want to increase, get their checkbook out of the red into the black? They say, get black. Get black. I say, I'll be a son. Because it's healthy. So, Rockefeller knew how to make a return on investment, and what he did in 1910 was went around to all of the medical schools and offered them money, big money, millions of dollars to study drugs and to do studies on pharmaceutical medications. And every medical school took his offer except one, and that school ceases to exist. So now everybody's on this system. What was not known, though, is that in part of the negotiation was, if you take my money to study, do these university studies, which cost lots of money, you give me a position on the curriculum board at the school. It means I have influence on what's taught there and how the money is used. And that makes sense. Seems like an arm's length business deal. So that happened. What people didn't know further was he owned a controlling interest in the top 7 pharmaceutical companies worldwide. So guess what? When the 10 million or 20 million or 50 million came to X university, it was there to study the pharmaceuticals, not saw palmetto, a little shrub that grows in the southwest that's good for your prostate. No, they wanted to study something that they could patent, but you can't patent concentrated good foods. Everybody say good foods. By the way, all the products that we have, and it works, are concentrated good foods. Everybody say good foods. I don't recommend you eat the applicator, but you could. It's natural ingredients. Your tongue might shrink, right? How would you measure before and after? Don't eat the applicator, but we have nutraceuticals as compared to pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are poisons with a desirable side effect. And when you give a pharmaceutical, you hope that you're getting the major effect that you're giving it for, but you know there are side effects. And quite often, I'll even say most often, the side effect is worse than the thing you're originally trying to treat. And then when you get a side effect, you go to your physician, tell him about the side effect. What does he or she give you for the side effect? Another drug. Now you're mixing drugs, and I'll tell you what, all bets are off when you start mixing. Some people are on 4 and 5 and 10. One lady came in my office on 21 pharmaceutical medications from 5 different doctors. You couldn't possibly monitor that if you were in the intensive care unit at Mayo with 5 doctors and 10 nurses and a line in every orifice and trying to measure everything. That's crazy. And she walked in and walked out and was doing okay. What that is to me is a testimony of how strong and powerful your body is. Okay, so Rockefeller goes to all these schools, and now you've got this unholy alliance between the medical schools and the pharmaceutical industry, all for the love of money, or to get a return on investment. So now, suddenly, a headache has become a Darban deficiency, right? A stomach ache is a Tagamet deficiency, or fill in the blank for your favorite pharmaceutical. If someone would have told me when I got out of Wayne State University School of Medicine in 1982 that I would be watching TV 25 years later and seeing them marketing directly to people saying, tell your doctor about, ask your doctor